Hello, everyone. I thought I'll make a video and I'll revise how you had learned in nutrition about calculating your nutrients intake. So this, what I'm recording, is a prerequisite for MNT, but some of you may need a bit of brush up. So I thought it would be better to record a video. So with MNT, guys, the resources that you are allowed to carry in your exams, in your assignments for calculating your nutrients, such as energy, protein, is your handbook, all right, is your handbook and your Australian Guides to Healthy Eating resource, all right? So you have to use your handbook and your Australian Guides to Healthy Eating to compute and calculate your nutrients in medical nutrition therapy, okay, in this unit. Um, is this what is done in real life when you go on placements? No. When you are on placements, you have access to a lot more resources. You can look up Calorie King, you can look up Fazans, you can download apps like the Food Diary app, and you can use multiple online electronic resources to do your nutrient calculation, which makes it very fast, which makes it very convenient when you are on placements, internship, and real life. All right. But as part of your exams and assignments for medical nutritional therapy, you are allowed to carry two resources in your exams and assignments, which is the handbook and the Australian Guides to Healthy Eating resource document. All right. So now when I say handbook, you would be advised to carry the most latest handbook for the year you are studying in. All right. So this video that I'm recording is when I have the 7th edition of the clinical handbook as the latest edition. All right. Why will I not be recording this video every year, a new video? Because this is a prerequisite. This is basic knowledge that you needed to have before you entered into MNT. All right, this is something which you studied in nutrition in your year two, but it is good just to, give you a revision, which is why I'm making this one-off video. So in this video, I'm referring to the 7th edition of the handbook. When I go through the calculations, when you see this video in the coming years, you would be looking at other editions, and therefore the page number will change. All right. So when I say that I have taken milk from handbook page number 37, this is referring to the 7th edition. All right. These page numbers will change with your upcoming newer editions. Okay. But let me walk you through the calculations and what is done, all right, to give you a better idea and to brush up your memory. So this is the case study that we have used in week 1 workshop, week 1 and 2 workshop, all right. And this is the diet that the patient is eating in the hospital. This is the diet that the patient is eating in the home. Where did I get this information from? This is from the medical charts. All right. So this is from the medical chart. The information is from, and this information is already made available to you on Canvas in your workshop module. Okay. So you can see this diet that the patient is eating in the hospital as part of the food record chart, FRC. Okay. It's in the Queensland Health template. The home diet is provided to you handwritten by the patient and the family. Okay. And both of this information is available in the medical chart. So now how do we do the energy and protein calculation? So in the food record chart, FRC, you have the information that the patient is having porridge in the morning and it is half a cup. Okay. So this is very important, guys, is that when the nurse, generally the food record chart is completed by nurses and sometimes by dietitian assistant, and they will be providing you the information in terms of household measurements, as you can see in the Food Record Chart, Queensland Health Template. All right. Similarly, most of the patients, they talk in terms of household measurements. Okay, so that this could be like half a cup, 1 teaspoon, 1 cup, things like that. All right. Sometimes you have patients who will talk in terms of serves. All right. And some of them will refer food in terms of grams, but majority will refer what they are eating in terms of household measurements such as cups and teaspoons and tablespoons. All right. So the skill over here is to convert this information into something from which you can calculate energy and protein. Okay. So what do you use to calculate energy and protein when you have porridge half a cup written? All right. So guys, over here, the thumb rule is that in your handbook, you have a quick ready reckoner. In the 7th edition, the quick ready reckoner is on page 37. All right. So even when you have future latest editions, what am I referring to is the quick ready reckoner. All right. In the handbook for 7th edition, it is horizontal table, 1 page. Okay. So this is the one I'm referring to. So my thumb rule is that in an exam setting, when you are time pressed, when you have to do things really quickly, the quick ready reckoner is an excellent resource. So when you have food items which are available in the quick ready reckoner, take it from that and do your nutrient calculations. Please remember, the quick ready reckoner is only, it only has core foods inside. All right. So it doesn't have any discretionary foods, and it is definitely not an exhaustive list. All right. But when you have foods which are available in the quick ready reckoner, or they are the closest option in the quick ready reckoner, my go-to resource, if I was a student, would be the quick ready reckoner, because it makes things faster and easier for me in an exam setting. Okay. And what do you do when foods are not available? When core foods, all right, when core foods are not available in the quick ready reckoner, then what do you do? So let's take the example of porridge. Porridge over here is half a cup. Is porridge available in the quick ready reckoner? In the 7th edition, the quick ready reckoner is on page 37. When I look at the breakfast and cereals, I have bread, breakfast cereals, which are ready to eat, like cornflakes, unsweetened, crackers, pasta, rice. I don't have any closest possible option where I can say that, oh, okay, this person is having cornflakes. Cornflakes is a ready to eat breakfast cereal. So yeah, that's a close option. I will use the quick ready reckoner. No, porridge is not there in the quick ready reckoner. You don't have a closest possible option as well in the quick ready reckoner. Then what do I do and how do I do my calculations when I have only two resources available in the exam, which is the handbook and the Australian Guides to Healthy Eating? So I have scaffolded this for you. So when you go down bottom on this page, I have referred to the Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. So the first thumb rule is, if the food is there in quick ready reckoner, go to that. Second, if you have a closest possible option in the quick ready reckoner, go to that. If that is also not possible, then go to your Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. So porridge is one of the food item which falls in the third category, which is I have to look up the Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. All right. So over here, I have shown you how I have done the calculations. So I have half a cup of porridge. All right. Over here, I go to the Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. And what does the Australian Guides to Healthy Eating tell me? It tells me half a cup of porridge is 120 grams. Okay. So over here, half a cup of porridge is 120 grams. Where did I get this information from? Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. All right, which is over here. I can't highlight it. Sorry. Okay. So then 100 grams of porridge is how much? So where does this 100-gram come from? All right. So again, it's from your handbook. When you flip the page, once you have your exhaustive quick ready reckoner, all right, 7th edition, page 37, all right, this may be different pages in the future years, but when you just flip this page, you will have an exhaustive list of lot of foods, but they are all per 100 grams. They are not per serve. Why do I like the Quick Ready Reckoner? Is because it tells you the servings. All right. So it tells you one slice, 1 teaspoon, 1 cup, half a cup, which is how patients will talk to you, which is how nurses will record in the food record chart. So you have the servings available from which you can do your energy, protein, etc. calculation, which is why it is called as a quick ready reckoner, which is why it is an amazing resource if your foods are available over here. Okay. But we know porridge is not available over here and nor is the closest option. Then I have to go to the exhaustive list, which is all per 100 gram or per 100 ml. Okay. So 100 grams of porridge gives me 276 kilojoules. This I have got from that exhaustive list in the handbook, which is on page 38. All right. So it's on page 38 over here. So now I cross multiply again. As I said, the lifeline of a dietitian for calculation purposes is to know how to do cross multiplication. Chris taught you in nutrition. I taught you in food science. And now you are applying this again in medical nutritional therapy. Okay. So I cross multiply it and it tells me 120 grams of porridge is 312.2 kilojoules. Okay. So this is how like I got the kilojoules. Similarly, I will get the protein. So 100 gram of porridge gives me 2.3 grams of protein. Where did I get this from? Exhaustive list per 100 gram list in the handbook. Okay. Page 38 for 7th edition. So how much is 120 grams of porridge? Cross multiply. It is 2.76 grams of protein. All right. So now when I go up, the patient is having half a cup of porridge. So which is from where now I have my energy and protein values. So I hope this becomes easier, which is why my reference is that first I went to Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. Then I went to the handbook, page 38. This is to explain to you that this is how I did my calculations and I came up with these numbers. All right. And this is how you need to do the calculations for medical nutritional therapy, where you have only 2 resources available, okay, for your exams. But rest assured, in your placement, you can look up Fazan's Calorie King, Diet Diary app, everything. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so milk. Milk is it available in the Quick Ready Reckoner? My first question always will be, is this food available in the Quick Ready Reckoner? All right. So milk definitely is available in the Quick Ready Reckoner. In 7th edition, it is on page 37. Half a cup will give me so much amount of energy and protein. Okay, it makes my life simple. Sugar, is it available in the Quick Ready Reckoner? Yes, it is. 1 teaspoon gives me so much amount of energy, no protein. Obviously, it's sugar. Okay, so I hope this makes sense, guys, as to how I have done the calculations. Apple juice, is apple juice available in the Quick Ready Reckoner? Yes, you have fruit juices available in the Quick Ready Reckoner. Okay, doesn't matter apple or orange, juice is juice, fruit juice. This is a Quick Ready Reckoner. And remember, these are estimates. Okay, it's not like a bomb calorimetry where you know exactly the amount of energy it gives you. Quick Ready Reckoner, all of these Ready Reckoners which are there, they are estimates. They are estimating and giving you the closest possible option. All right, so I will go to fruit, and in fruit you have juices. So fruit juices is similar to apple juice, and that is where I got this information from. Fortisip. Now, what is Fortisip? You will study. It is an oral nutrition supplement. I will not talk about the sciences of Fortisip. That is all done in your lecture and in your workshops later on. But where do I get information about oral nutrition supplements? All right. So in my handbook, 7th edition, that is where you will have your oral nutrition supplements information available, which is in your handbook. Okay. So the edition which I'm referring to, it is on page 255. All right. That is where I have information about energy, protein, etc., nutrient values, which are present in this oral nutrition supplement called Fortisip. All right. There are various types of Fortisip. The Fortisip that the patient is having is Fortisip multifiber. All right, flavor does not make a difference, but having fiber or not does make a difference in its a slight difference in its energy, protein, etc. So yes, this is Fortisip multifiber. Okay, so the patient is having 1/4 bottle, from which you can do the calculations. Okay, then you have bread. Bread again is available in my quick ready reckoner, page 37. That is where I get the information from. The best part, as I said, I'll reinforce again about the quick ready reckoner is that it comes with the serving size, and therefore it makes your calculation very easier. When you don't have foods available in a quick ready reckoner, for the serving size, you have to go to Australian Guides to Healthy Eating and then come back to your handbook, look at the exhaustive list for the calculation. So one of the questions students ask is that, what if you give us foods which are not there in the handbook? Then what do we do? I will not be that mean to you guys. Okay, so I know this is an exam setting. I know that your resources are limited. You're restricted to these two resources. So I will be giving you food items which are available in these two resources. Okay, so trust me, on that, I will not be that mean to you. Okay, I'm not that mean. I'm not mean anyways, but yeah. Okay, so jam. So as I said, quick ready reckoner is only for core foods. We know that jam is a discretionary food item. So don't waste your time in the exam looking at the quick ready reckoner. Is jam there? Jam will not be there. The only discretionary food which is there in your quick ready reckoner is sugar, fats, and oil. That's it. All right, and fats and oil, yeah, discretionary meaning like, not in terms of junk food, but as you know, the definition of discretionary as well. So fats and oil is the only thing with sugar, which is discretionary in nature, and it is available in the quick ready reckoner. You do not have chips and pastries and cakes in your quick ready reckoner. For that, when you have a discretionary food item in your exams, what is the bottom line? Do not waste your time looking at the quick ready reckoner. Quickly go to the Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. Okay, so let's go to the Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. So over here, you have all of your discretionary foods. Okay, so this is where you have jam. All right, so 1 tablespoon is your 60 grams. What is the patient having? Patient is having 1 tablespoon of jam. All right. So because it's not there in the quick ready reckoner, you need to convert the household measurement into grams for your energy and protein calculations. Okay, so I have scaffolded this for you at the bottom so it becomes easier. So jam, 1 tablespoon is 60 gram. Where did we get this information from? Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. So 100 gram of jam gives you so many kilojoules. So where did I get this information from? Again, handbook, as I said, once you know your grams, you have to go to your exhaustive list. All right. And in my edition, jam is present on page 40. Okay. Again, cross multiply. That is how you get your kilojoules. All right. So, yep, so I have jam over here, and 1 tablespoon of jam gives me so many kilojoules. And you know how I went about it. Sponge cake. Again, you know that it's not there in your quick ready reckoner. Go to your Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. Okay. So over here, you have your cakes. Where is your cakes? Yep, yeah. So 1 slice plain cake, all right, muffin style cake, meaning, yeah, no cream cake. Okay. So this sponge cake over here fits into this category. So what is the patient having? Half a slice. What does the AGHG give you? It gives you 1 slice, which is 40 grams. So logically, half a slice would be 20 grams. Again, I have scaffolded this for you. Cake, 1 slice is 40 grams. Thus, half a slice will be 20 grams. Where did I get this information from? Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. So 100 gram of cake. Again, go to your exhaustive list in the handbook. In my edition, this information is present on page 40. So cake 100 grams gives you so many kilojoules. All right, I'll just write the kilojoules over here. So, this is all kilojoules. Okay, so cake 100 grams gives you so many kilojoules. So 20 grams of cake will give you how many kilojoules? Cross multiply, you get your answer. You do the same thing for protein. Okay, so I hope this is making sense, guys, and it's understandable. Okay, so over here, where did our cake go? Yep. So half a slice of cakes give you so much of energy, so much of protein. This is how I did it, AGHG, then my exhaustive list in the handbook. Okay. Apple juice, as I said, juice is the closest option there in your quick ready reckoner. mashed potato. This now again is there in your quick ready reckoner. So when you go to your quick ready reckoner and you have starchy vegetable. So what is mashed potato? It is basically potato, okay, which is mashed. So it is a starchy vegetable. So mashed potato, starchy vegetable over here. What is the patient having? The patient is having 1/4 cup. Over here in your quick ready reckoner, you have information on starchy cooked veggies for half a cup. So half a cup of mashed potato is giving you 300 kilojoules. So 1/4 cup of mashed potato will give you how much? 150 kilojoules. Okay, half of half is 1/4. All right, so I hope that makes sense, guys. That is how you do. That's why it becomes really easy to look at the quick ready reckoner. Okay, butter is this information present in the quick ready reckoner. Fats and oil is literally like, means butter. It gives the same calorie at water factor. Okay, so you have your butter over here. So your butter, the patient is having 1 teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon over here is 150 kilojoules. And you have your quick answer. Okay, fruit, the patient is having apple, which is 1 piece. Is this there in your quick ready reckoner? Yes, it is. You have fruit. For example, a medium-sized fruit such as apples and oranges. Okay, 1 piece of that gives you 300 kilojoules. That is how I got my answer. Okay, then I add up everything. All right. Do not round up numbers in between. Okay. The way I do it, just to be mathematically accurate, is I don't round up every number which I get. I keep 1 decimal point numbers over here as applicable. Okay, I get my final answer. My final answer is then rounded up. All right. And the roundup is same as your basic mathematics, which is when you have 0.5, you go to the next number. When you have less than 0.5, you keep to the number it is. So over here we have 3204.3, meaning I keep to the number as it is, which is 3204. Okay. Over here, again, protein, I do not round up everything. It will overestimate things. Okay. To prevent overestimation, I keep my decimal places as it is. I get the final answer. Final answer, I will definitely round up. I won't keep that into decimal places. This is something again in nutrition Chris had advocated to you. All right, so then you have what is the total? 17.9. So rounded up to 18. Okay. So yes, guys, I hope this makes some sense and it is easy to follow. Okay. So again over here, guys, I won't go to the same thing. Porridge, you know how we did. Milk, sugar, quick ready reckoner. Strawberry yogurt, this is present in your quick ready reckoner. Okay. When you don't have information available such as, is it regular yogurt? Is it low fat yogurt? You can make an assumption that this is just regular yogurt, and you can put a little asterisk and say assumed regular yogurt, no information available. Okay, and that is completely fine to do because this is a setting where you don't have the patient sitting in front of you, where you can ask him for any additional information that may be missing. Okay, and this is how diets are provided in real life. You won't get the perfect diet given to you. You will have to trigger and you will have to ask information if it is possible, or make the closest possible guess. Okay. So over here, I have gone with a regular yogurt. Okay, not low fat. 1 serve of it. So what is 1 serve of it in your quick ready reckoner? So when you go to flavored yogurt, which is what the patient is having, strawberry flavored regular yogurt, 1 serve is 2/3 cup over here. Okay. So as I said, sometimes they may give you responses like 1 serve. Okay, so what's 1 serve? 2/3 cup of it, which is roughly 200 grams. And that is where I got my kilojoules from. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Egg is also there in your quick ready reckoner. Just like how we did starchy vegetable potato on the top in the hospital diet. Similarly, green salads, which is leafy green veggies, okay, that is present. Raw leafy veggies like lettuce and kale and rocket salad. This information is there in your quick ready reckoner, which is where I get my information from. Cheese, again, there in your quick ready reckoner. And I explained you about the serves. When things are given to you in serves, just compare and then calculate your energy protein. Crackers unsalted, a lot of students get confused that, oh, crackers, discretionary food item. Let me go to AGHG. Guys, carefully see, this is a tricky thing, which, sometimes you may get in exams. Do you just consider bread as a discretionary food item? No, you don't. Okay. Similarly, when over here it says unsalted cracker, this comes under your bread and cereal. So when you look at your quick ready reckoner, you have unsalted cracker listed as a staple cereal food item. Okay. So that is there in your quick ready reckoner. Bread, just as I said, bread we don't consider discretionary. Similarly, unsalted crackers are not discretionary. They are just regular items. Baked beans. So now how have I done this? Baked beans, I have gone according to the process as we do, because it's not there in the quick ready reckoner. But just to let you know that in the quick ready reckoner, you have something called as legumes, cooked and not canned. All right. Sometimes students have selected that to do their baked bean calculation, which is completely fine because baked bean literally is legume. All right. But remember over here, it says cooked and not canned. All right. Why? Because when you have legumes, raw legumes from the market, you cook it, it will have much less sodium content compared to, say, baked beans which are there in the can, which they have to add sufficient sodium content for it to not get spoiled. All right. Is sodium my priority over here as a dietitian in a malnutrition case? No, it is not. Energy protein is. Does energy protein, say, vary between canned items and non-canned items for legumes? No, it doesn't. That is where I put my dietitian hat. And I say that, okay, if I'm pressed for time in the exam, half a cup is what the patient is having. What is the legume over here? 75 gram. You may do that if you wish to. All right. Or else you can go through the pathway which I'm showing you right now. Okay. But if this was a hypertensive patient or a renal patient who may have sodium restriction, a liver cirrhosis patient, sodium restriction, that is when I would definitely make a difference between canned lentils, legumes versus uncanned lentil legumes, because the sodium content may drastically differ. When you add salt into your cooking, it will not be that high, hopefully, compared to like a canned food item. Okay, so this is just, explaining you the logic. So just to make it simple for you, right now, when you are studying MNT or you are introduced to MNT for the very first time, you can just follow this simple process that we have been talking about. Baked beans not present in the quick ready reckoner. What do I do? Okay, go to the next rule, which is Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. So Australian Guides to Healthy Eating, where do I have my baked beans? My baked beans are present in my veggie information. Is it in the veggie? Uh, 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 Sorry. Yeah, legumes and beans. It should be over here. Yeah. My apologies. I'm taking some time. Maybe you can find it faster than me. Yeah, it's over here in the protein group. Okay. It's interesting how baked beans are present in the veggie group and in the protein rich group. Maybe this will change with the new guidelines that are under revision. All right. And what I say right now will not be valid in a couple of years. Okay. So baked beans right now, okay, which is recorded in 2024. Okay. Baked beans are present in your information in your AGHG is present in your protein rich group. Okay. So how much is your baked bean? So over here you have 1 cup of baked bean is 150 grams. The patient is having half a cup of baked beans at home. All right. So I've scaffolded this for you over here again. Yeah. So 1 cup of baked bean is 150 grams. Where did I get this information from? I got it from the Australian Guides to Healthy Eating. Okay. Half a cup of baked beans is what? It is 75 grams. All right. And then I choose the shortcut pathway, which is I know that half a cup of baked bean is 75 grams. When I look at my ready reckoner, in my ready reckoner, I have legumes cooked, not canned, for 75 grams. malnourished patient, energy and protein is my priority. Sodium is not. Energy, protein does not change between canned and uncanned food items. So I just go to this, and then I look at the energy and protein, and I put it up in the top, okay, which is 300 kilojoules and 5 grams of protein. If this makes you uncomfortable, you can be a bit more accurate. You can go to the exhaustive list. You can look up baked beans, which is per 100 gram. And then for 75 grams, you can cross multiply and you can get your energy and protein calculations. Both of these approaches are right, is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, but if you're pressed for time and if you do this, it's completely fine, because I would again go to the underlying biochemistry and the pathophysiology that the patient has, which is I have to bump up energy and protein. Currently, sodium is not my priority, and sodium is not affecting in the patient's biochemistry. Okay, so does that make sense, guys? So with baked beans, this is what I have done. I have looked up AGHG to convert half a cup into grams, and the grams were there in my ready reckoner for legumes. That is where I took my energy and protein from. Okay, chamomile tea, obviously it's not with milk and sugar or anything. Okay, so does not have energy, protein, minuscule amounts. Okay, so then again, do not round up numbers in between. Keep it to 1 decimal point. Get your final answer, round up your final answer. Over here, I have 3291.5. I go to the next digit, which is 3292. Okay, simple mathematics. Protein, again, do not round up in between. Keep your 1 decimal points. Then come at the end, 62.8 converted to 63. Okay. So, yes, guys, I hope this is helpful. And as I said that your page numbers will change, but the science, the fundamental, the concept will not change. And therefore, this is a one-off video to just help you revise and understand. So yes, guys, I'll stop recording now as soon as I can see where my recording thing is. Yep, yeah, here it is. Okay, so I'll stop recording now, and I hope this is helpful. Thank you.